Data centers in your home. I don't know how many of you heard, but in California, they're doing a pilot study. We'll cover your electricity bill, put this shit in your home. Well, I think it's a beta test, and they're going to see how many people catch the ball, throwing the ball out, who catches it. And if people disproportionately say no, then I think they're going to come back a lot more forceful. And we may not have discretion.
Homes are becoming mini data centers. Span is teaming up with NVIDIA and PulteGroup, which is a major US home builder. Span is now making small fractional data centers that can be put on the sides of residential homes. The idea is to take advantage of unused electrical capacity on local grids, which the Span smart panels can find. Now, a network of these nodes across the country are equivalent to a mid-sized traditional data center. The fact that they are expanding these data centers so much that they're putting them on the sides of people's homes is crazy. Our ecosystem is genuinely doomed because of all of these AI data centers. If you're somebody who refuses to stop using AI, then the least you can do is switch to an eco-friendly alternative. There's one that's called EcoGPT. It uses 10 times less water, 10 times less energy, and it plants trees for every 100 prompts. So if you're gonna use AI, then you should do better.
I told you so, and I mean this with the most respect that I can give you, because I have been standing in front of this camera for years telling you the fourth industrial revolution was not a theory, it was a roadmap. And this week, the roadmap just got a new address, your address. NVIDIA is partnering with a company called Span to install mini AI data centers called XRFA routes directly on residential homes. These units sit outside your house like an AC unit packed with NVIDIA GPUs. And in exchange for hosting the compute, NVIDIA covers your entire power bill. Sometimes your internet bill too. Now, here is where I need you to pay attention to the decision makers, the PulteGroup. One of the largest home builders in the United States, already testing and integrating these units into new communities. Every new Pulte home already comes pre-wired with smart home technology, high-speed internet, automation, security. Now, they are adding AI compute infrastructure to the same homes they sell to everyday people. See, this is not a tech experiment. This is what the physical and digital world merging actually looks like.
So y'all, I'm the first one to have a mini data center in my house. They're paying me monthly to house this data center. Pretty sweet. So if you can't beat them, work with them, I guess, So anyways, this data center went in a couple days ago, and it's producing all of your Google results in the 100 square mile from this location. So if you were to type in, hey Google, what's the weather like tomorrow? I could modify this system to say, don't worry about it, it's gonna be 500 degrees, you won't make it out alive. That's the kind of thing that this is producing. So they're paying me money to have this here, information's coming in, and I'm able to send the information out. Pretty wild. And if you want one of these in your house, let me know. They'll pay you to put one in.
Could the next AI data center be bolted to your house, giving you free power and internet for life? But there's a catch. Startup Span partnered with NVIDIA to put distributed data centers on regular homes. Each box runs NVIDIA's liquid-cooled Blackwell GPU, just tapping the unused power already on your grid while they pay your bills. Span says it installs these smart boxes 6 times faster, at 1/5 the cost of a 100 megawatt data center. So why the rush? US data centers ate 4% of America's electricity in 2024. That could double by 2030. But the catch? That hardware is a $160,000 on your house. So thieves have a reason to visit. Span's already testing with PulteGroup, a major US home builder. But will neighborhoods want this on the wall? Remains to be seen. Want more on AI? Follow along.
Imagine hearing this sound outside your home non-stop for the past 4 years. For residents along Louise Avenue in Dowagiac, Michigan, that idea is very much a reality, and homeowners fear the sound could be negatively impacting their health. 2 people living on the street have filed a lawsuit against the company operating the 30-megawatt data center. They allege the noise is created by cooling systems inside the data center, and the company hasn't implemented proper soundproofing equipment to prevent the noise from escaping. I visited the home of Marjorie and Billy Finn to see what they're experiencing firsthand, and they told me they're afraid it's only going to get worse after the company announced plans to expand the data center's capacity from 30 megawatts to 340 megawatts.
We don't go outside a lot anymore. We can't sit on our porch anymore. A lot of people don't want to come over and visit with us outside.
Hyperscale Data hasn't responded to any of my requests for comment via phone or email over the past 3 months. And when I tried to speak to someone at the property, I was repeatedly told I had to leave.
Yeah, I had a question. Oh, okay. Is there a good way to get in touch with the company? Okay.
The noise started in 2022 when Bitcoin mining operations started at the facility. Billy has been recording decibel measurements, and he's noticed the readings start to increase in the last couple years. Some days the readings are as high as 78 decibels. Most days they're around 60 decibels, and in the past they were around 52 decibels. I spoke with an audiologist from Bronson Healthcare, and she said anything below 80 decibels wouldn't cause any physical damage to your ear, but exposure to a constant unnatural sound like that coming from the data center could lead to increased stress and negative impacts on your overall health and well-being.
So there you have it, life in general. So you got data centers breaking up the big data centers and just pretty much kind of placing them at people's residence, right? Newly built residential properties. And it sounds so far-fetched, and it sounds like it's just a workaround to kind of really meet the goals of big tech. And I think big tech kind of figures like, okay, man, if we can't get the whole pie, we will break it up in pieces. And it's just mind boggling. And a lot of times, like, the stuff that's going on in today's world, you can't really wrap your head around it. It's like, man, is they really going to these lengths to kind of really do whatever they need to do with pushing technology further or pushing AI further? Okay, man, we realize that public is in the uproar on us building these massive data centers that's kind of affecting people's health. The noise level is racking people's health. You know, it's a lot of noise that the human body's supposed to withstand. And even in rural areas where cattle and livestock live, they're actually showing signs of like stress, and like cattle is not producing enough milk, and the chickens ain't producing enough eggs, and it sounds so far-fetched. And man, leave a comment down below if you are in a part of the country where you're experiencing this, or do you have a portion of a data center at your house? I want to hear from you, because this it's unreal. After everything is said and done, it's like, man, it's wild. It's wild. All right, y'all, I really appreciate y'all hearing what I gotta say, and I catch y'all on the next one. Peace.